Um, I honestly just think that we are so attached to this body of our ideal image. I think that society teaches us to look up to people for approval, and I think just this idealism of having to have an image of where you want to be and who you want to be is important, but it can also mess with how you're feeling at the moment. Maybe your mindset is a little off and it might disrupt your image that you want to be. Challenges that come across like challenges that come across trying to update your image or have a glow up is like definitely the mindset comes first, but that's something we work on every day, subconsciously and unconscious. And if you're not putting in effort, you're not going to see results. Like right now, I'm trying to lose weight, but if I don't work out every day or go for a walk, I'm not gonna lose weight because I'm just gonna expect to see my body getting skinnier without me doing the work. There's so many things that can interrupt our peace, that can interrupt our well-being, I guess. And I think that no matter how hard it may seem, always having that assertiveness in your attitude will get you to better places and people just like you. And sometimes we dislike ourselves so much that we want to detach from who we are. And I'm not saying that's not normal. I'm just saying sometimes it can be like hurtful to ignore the parts of us that need attention. And definitely, if you make friends, make a good choice of friends. Somebody that can understand you. Because if you're not being understood, you're not being heard. If you're not putting yourself through something right now, then you're probably gonna feel uncomfortable in the next chapters of your life. There's always accommodations to things that we need to get to, but there's always obstacles, and we feel like we're always being put down. And there's a space where we feel freedom, and also our comfort zone may make us feel like we are okay the way we are, but change is inevitable, and no matter how far we take it, we must always come back to the roots of being who we are initially. And I talked about this in my other video, but there's like programs that we go through in our mindset from being small to growing up into an adult. And it's just important to see yourself as somebody accepting growth. And it makes us uncomfortable. It really does, like in our skin and everything. But spirit is always there to tell us that we're gonna do better. And it's always like a thought process, like the level of thought process is our consciousness, and then our higher consciousness is just giving us extra support on what we already need or more answers on what we want to figure out. I never tell my friend anything when she's getting dressed because I know she's already like trying to get ready. Like she's trying to pull herself together And I think that, like, obviously she wants me to compliment her and stuff, but I think if I don't say anything, it gives her the chance of being more secure. So sometimes, like, being a good friend might be like being silent, but also sometimes being a friend might be like giving them advice, like telling them that what they're doing is a red flag, or how they're acting is just hurting the relationship between y'all. Anyways, I think no matter what, how hard it may seem and how difficult, complicated, and cloudy your thoughts may be, it's good to come back to this groundness of what you need, where you are, and how to complete these achievements. But people will always give us bitterness. They will always give us they will always give us like opinions that we do not want to hear, or they'll always tell us something about ourselves that we do not want to hear, because we already know subconsciously we're doing those things, you know. And sometimes when you get the time to be alone, it just makes you think, how can I appreciate what I'm working with right now? And that's really like the bliss of being in the moment, is appreciating whether you're gonna move on from this or whether you're gonna engage in it, communicate with yourself, let yourself know that you can make a change and that you can just be yourself. Because a lot of people in this world will expect so much from you, but when you expect nothing, things just are so much better. And if there's like an issue with like problem solving, like your obstacles, always give yourself the better view, the better, always uplift yourself and tell yourself you got the strength to move forward, you got the sufficiency to move wherever you need to move. Because if you keep coming back to this place of comfort, you're gonna keep repeating these steps, these emotions of just pulling yourself away, and it's not good. It's good to engage and let your heart be. Let your surrounding world come to you, because our hearts are so pure, but our minds will be corrupted for so long. And there's not much we can do but be happy with ourselves. Learn to be ourselves, but also learn that the anger we feel is part of who we are, you know? And yeah, I hope you guys got something from this video and can like and subscribe down below and tell me what type of videos you want to see down below. Thank you.